You ever notice how travel influencers will be like, I'm in Belize and I paid $30 for this ticket? And they never mention that the reason that the flight was so cheap was that it took off at 4 a.m. and had like 5 layovers across 3 airports. Anyway, I'm moving to Atlanta, so let's vlog about it. All right, y'all, we're in Atlanta, and I'll show you the Airbnb in a second because it's cute. But we are here to look for potential places to live, and we've actually had a really good first day. We flew in very early. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to not pay that much for a plane ticket, you know? Mr. Always is saying weird things. There he goes.
Hi. We officially took off. It was scheduled to take off at 5:30,
Yeah.
but we ended up taking off probably around 5:45, 5:50.
Yeah, we're just sitting on the tarmac for a minute. Very annoying.
We were up at 2:30.
We landed and hit the ground running. It was good. We went, he's delirious. But anyway, we landed and hit the ground running, and we went and toured one apartment complex today. It was like surprisingly good, right?
Yeah, new unit.
Yeah. So some of the tutus were actually cheaper than what we're paying now for our tutu in downtown San Antonio. Granted, we're not in the downtown area. Where are we right now? People's Town. So right now we've been looking in like the southeast-ish side of Atlanta, but we're open to looking at other places. We're actually gonna see like all over, so we'll see where we end up. But so far so good. We're delirious, as you saw, but you know. Airbnb, let's check it out. I'll show you some stuff. To be honest, I still can't believe I'm actually following through with moving. Arriving in Atlanta bright and early and seeing places before even checking into the Airbnb made it feel much more real and tangible, and frankly, kind of scary. I'm playing it cool, but you know, I don't have a job waiting for me here in Atlanta. I'm coming to try and grow and to be closer to other creatives, but I don't have any guaranteed work here. I know the first few years of this move will probably be pretty rough. Okay. Yeah, so the Airbnb is really adorable. Liking it so far. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. I will make sure to put the link to it in the description box, so that way if y'all want to check it out, you can. It's actually a casita, so it's the smaller house, and then there's a main house that you can rent in the front. So we're in the small one, and I think I saw a car pull into the front one, so I think somebody's in the front one. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We out here, you know what I'm saying? ACL, we AT aliens doing it up, you know what I'm saying? Tomorrow, the plan is to meet with the realtor that we're working with to check out some rental properties. I say that like we're buying a rental property. We're not. We are renting the rental property. We are the renters, not the owners. I would really love to be able to rent a 3-2, but you know, I don't think I have 3-2 money. You know what I'm saying? I would love a 3-2 though, so that way people, friends, family can come visit us easily and not feel cramped, you know? But it is what it is. Sometimes your bank account looks at you and says, try again. Also hoping to connect with some friends while we're here. We'll see if that even happens, you know? So even though we're here, looking for a place, all that kind of stuff, I'm still working. Still got projects that I'm working on in the background, getting things done in the background. The goal is by the time we leave here to really know where we're gonna live so we can move. So, and we've got a few days. We did today, 23. We've got like 6 days, but the saga continues. I'm actually getting ahead of myself. I don't think I've actually really told y'all my goals for moving to Atlanta. So here goes. Let me say it with my whole chest. I want to work on films and TV shows as a director or in the camera crew. Eventually, I want to be a showrunner or a director for hire. To get my foot in the door and start building relationships, I want to offer my services as a behind-the-scenes videographer. So today we are going to check out some houses with the realtor we've been working with, houses slash apartments to rent. So we will see how this goes. I own a Sony FX3 with a lens, sound, and lighting package, so I think that will be more than enough to hit the ground running. I also run a creative production company, Stumblewell, so I'm thinking that by being a BTS shooter, that can kind of get me on different sets and expose me to more people and hopefully start to build those connections to move up. All right. Look at the lens.
Ah!
Not at yourself.
So cute.
But you're so cute. Okay. Yeah, we saw a lot of places today.
Saw a couple.
Yeah, well, how many?
Oh, wait, four. Four in total.
4?
Yeah,
Wait, was it 4?
it's 4. House, 2 small units, and then apartments.
Wow, we saw a lot of places, and it's only 1:45 right now.
And we had lunch.
And we had lunch. We're in the Ponce City Market under garage thing. Anyway,
A lot of compromise.
we're bougie. I think we're bougie. And that is actually a true definition. We are truly bougie because what we want and what we can afford are two different things. But the realtor was actually really nice. I can say that with great joy.
And she was introducing us to the area, like
Yeah.
taking us to, a unit or whatever the rental was, and then telling us what was nearby or
Yeah.
actually showing us.
And then just like trying to help us, just understand our placement in the city, depending on what neighborhood we lived in. So just like explaining the whole neighborhood concept, which apparently here in Atlanta is like much more of a thing than I would say in San Antonio,
Yeah.
where it's like, oh, I live in this neighborhood and you like rep your neighborhood hardcore. San Antonio's like, I live in San Antonio. It's like I'm downtown, or I guess
I'm
kinda,
in
like,
Alamo Heights.
I'm in Alamo Heights. I'm in
in-
Southtown. I'm in.
Right.
And so that's really more of just indicative of like how much money you make, not necessarily like your community. Whereas here it's like my peoples, my community, my kinfolk, my skinfolk and my kinfolk are here. It's like, oh, okay, bet. So
The camera can pick up on it because I'm like not making eye contact. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know either. It's confusing.
she's gonna show us some more spots on Monday.
At least 2.
Yeah, so that's cool. When we first arrived, remember, leading up to this trip, I kept saying, or I thought, like, man, should I have scheduled so much time? Did I overschedule the amount of time we're going to be here? Because we're here for 6 days.
I said the same thing yesterday.
You did.
Remember, I was like, we had a really good, strong showing with this first apartment.
We did.
Is this the spot? Do we even need anything else?
Yeah.
And now I don't know.
We don't know what we're doing, but everyone we've met so far has been great.
Very nice.
Everyone's been super friendly.
Welcoming.
And like, yeah. Oh, when you move, come to this thing. Oh, when you move, I'll invite you to this thing. So that's neat. One thing that has given me less pause during this process has been the people. Everyone we've met has been so open and so welcoming, which I tend to move through the world assuming most people will be that way, but it's always nice to get that confirmation. I was very vocal about coming here to look for places, and a few folks I'd met online reached out to connect in real life. That's one of my favorite byproducts of telling my stories online, the connections I get to create and maintain with all of you. So the last few days, it's been super wet and rainy here. But I was going to say but there's like no but to that. It's just been super wet and rainy the last few days. Earlier this week, we were feeling a little distraught, not going to lie. Feeling a little overwhelmed, if you will, with the whole process. But to be fair, the realtor has been really nice and really helpful, and knowledge is painful, The other thing too has been like I've still been working. So yesterday was a work day. Today I'm nice. Today I'm syncing up my project to send over to Leslie, my editor. This is for my next Skillshare class. So I try to put out a Skillshare class a couple times a year. My goal is to be consistent about it and do like 3 classes a year at least. But right now I'm averaging like 2. I really want to up that more. But this one is going to be all about color correction and color grading and like my workflow through it. With a beginner in mind in Premiere Pro, someone who maybe wants to start to experiment with colors more, but is just like overwhelmed by the interface and the process. And again, I'm all about trying to help enable people to tell their own story. And I'm excited for y'all to be able to check it out when it does go live. So, yeah. Anyway, wish us blessings. Hopefully, we find a place today because we're rounding up this trip. So, this feels like a big step in our lives together. So, I wanted to commemorate it with some kind of change physically. I've worn these same waist beads since 2020. And that matters because 2020 was the year that I decided to take a sabbatical. Of course, the rest of the world took one with me, and that's cool. But I decided to take a sabbatical from running Stumblewell, my production company. I had just finished producing a show for PBS Digital Studios, and I was completely burnt out. During that time, I doubled down on telling stories on this channel, and ultimately, that led to me becoming an Adobe Creative Resident, getting the YouTube Black Voices Fund, and getting to produce a short documentary funded by YouTube Originals on this channel too. I wore those waist beads through all of it. After we put in our application on a 2-bed, 2-bath apartment in Atlanta, I asked Mr. Halis to help me pick out this new set. I knew I wanted to have more earth tones because through all of this rapid change, I want to stay grounded and rooted in who I am as an individual. Since filming this, we've gotten approved for our apartment in Atlanta, and once we're settled in, y'all know I'm gonna hit you with an apartment tour, so give me some time, let us get settled, and just know it's coming. Until then, subscribe, follow social media, all of the things. Again, I'm Halis, endeavoring to persevere as always, and on this channel I document my chaotic good life. I'll see you when I see you.
It's the shoot all over again. I can't do it.